Hi guys, see what you think of how this is coming along. This would be the main screen. It's a first version. I've still got the graphics to do, which is something I need to finish up, but from here you can already enter, either as a master user, or you can go through to the TV board if you prefer. So that's the current situation. This is to make sure that you're connected. Or choose the whole of adventurers, which is basically choosing the character for that adventure. You can change this, the language, here. If the music's a bit annoying, you can turn it off. Right, from here we'd enter. This would be the character. Here we see that we're in groups. There's a character called Conan, who's the current one. You see there's another one called Memphis, who's a wizard. Well, there's just so much to explain here, but I'll give you the broad strokes for now. You see, we're on Conan, on player Conan, right? And here it shows you some of his characteristics. Here we'd enter what would be the TV, the television, what they'd see on the television screen, what would actually be displayed on the screen in front of them. The graphics are missing, the map and all that from all of this. This is simply what the chat would be. This bit here would be the master's environment. It has loads of possibilities. From here, you can load the games, you can save them, he has a catalogue where it shows for example, everything the adventure has, the items, you know, that the adventure has. And it's half in Spanish and half in English. I have to keep perfecting all of this. It has the option to advance the time. Notice that, as you can see, right now we're actually in the afternoon, right? But if we go in here and say next, and we see that it's changed. Here, it's changed to night, which has other characteristics for night. Also, as you can see, it's not just appearance. It makes the characters, some characters, and the narration have other characteristics. Well, here, within this particular section, you have the two main characters who are involved, and you also have a combat mode available to you. The characters that are on the scene at this moment who fight in turns. This is for the NPCs. You can create new NPCs on the fly, for example. Guard 1, Guard 2. You can create them here and they're added to fight against them. If you want, here you can change what Marta feels for you. I have to change all this, it's in Spanish. I have a mix of Spanish and English. I have to keep changing that. I can force a commercial transaction and see which character of those in the game right now can use it. Here are catalogues for both lives and this. Let's do an example. Here, for example, I'm going to ask for look at the price, £8. Now they're going to serve me stew. I have to pay for it first. I say yes. And now for DM. These are just aids for the master, so they don't have to use a spreadsheet. It changes, look. Changed already to 5 crowns. It's a currency. This is a currency, and it gives you an explanation here of what it's doing. This would be the television, what they call the television. You can use objects, as you can select if you're going to take out. So in very, very general terms, there are many things to explain here. You can create a new character on the scene. If you go here, you can suggest anything, create an event, those that are here and as master, and change the story based on what you're writing. The thing is, there's a lot to explain. For instance, the coins for this character. If we look, we're on Conan's character, who has 5 coins. So we can say, right, well, this character won't have, this is for health. And you can just go and say, well, yes, but I'm going to give him more coins. He'll have 12 coins. We apply the changes, they're applied. And if we go here now, we see what's happened. The same character has gone up to 12 coins. What the NPCs feel, right? And this is, let's see, as I'm in development mode, well, I have to keep switching screens. Here it tells you that you're on player Conan. You can see this is the master. From here you can go to another part of the master, where you can choose from here what each one does, forcing it yourself, as if they were doing it. There really are so many things to explain. What else? Well, this is, let's say, the broad strokes. Let's go, and for example, let's start a new adventure together, shall we? The music's bothering me a bit. And this is a brand new adventure that we're really just starting now. So if I go here, this is player. It tells you there's nothing. There's currently no player active here, right? So from here, I'd say, well, if we go straight to the master, from here, I'd say, well, let's create a new character. We'd go in here and, well, same as before. I'll say, I don't have much imagination for names. I'll say, Conan, who's a man. Who is a warrior, notice how the health and stats change. Or if he's a mage, notice how it changes, It keeps changing, it changes a lot. All of this will be configurable later on. So I say, well, besides that, what I'm interested in is having a starting potion, a health potion, right from the start. Right, here you can put a description of the character's backstory a bit. We've already created it. We can play on our own, you know. Or add a group, Add and keep adding characters to the group. So, for example, I'm going to add yet another character. And I say, right, well, we continue with Conan or with another character, we'd have to switch. I have this. It forces me to switch. Let's say this is a bit of a bodge because for now I'm in development mode, but I have to go to another browser. For example here, huh? And create a new character here. Right, I'll go in here and say new character. And in this case, well, it's going to be a mage. I'll call the mage Merlin, who is a male character. And I accept the potions. Right, notice that Merlin has joined the game. And this is Merlin. He's in another browser. If I go switch browsers, I'm in as Conan. I'm in as Conan here. In fact, if I refresh, you see that I have both. I'm in as Conan in this browser and in this other one. I'm in as Merlin, eh? Merlin. Conan. Right, this is test mode. So what I'm doing is running both characters on the same computer. Normally, each person would have a computer. If this is online, everyone will have a different computer, obviously, at home, right? This is for working online. If you want to work online, then obviously the way it works is different. Well, this is just a bit of a brief introduction to all of this, really, so you can get a sense of what it's all about.